In this video, I'm going to demonstrate pinning techniques for both cotton and fur to prepare us for machine sewing. For machine sewing, I like to pin perpendicular to our cut edge. Depending on your experience with sewing, your distance between pins will vary. Start by placing them 1 inch apart and adjust as needed. Cotton is ready. Next, let's do the ears. This is when fur direction and grain become very important. First, lay out your earpieces so you can see everything you're working with. Start by pushing the fur up against itself. We don't want to catch any fur in the seams, so we're going to push it against the grain. Doing this prepares us for matching the two sides of the ear together. So this is the back of the ear. We'll make sure all the fur is going the opposite direction. Same with the front. So this is our opposing fabric, so this will be the front. I like to start with the most difficult corners, so the fur that we have to fold in. So fold the fur in. Might take a little while to get used to that technique. Note that my pin is perpendicular to my stitch and cut lines, and that the pin is going through both layers of fur. Switch over to the opposite side. Pin there as well, both sides. Then we'll do the apex or the middle. Match those up. Hold, pin through the bottom, up through the top, through both layers. Beautiful. Now we can have even tension throughout the ear. This step will maintain our even tension along the edge of the ear and provide us additional support when we start to machine sew. Go from the middle and then the middle again. It's easy when the fur is going in. It's good practice for the next one that's more difficult. So push all the fur in on itself. Any fur that gets caught in the sewing seam is really hard to comb out, and you'll be able to see it when you're finished. All right, as you can see, it's pretty tricky. All right, so we got about even tension about halfway. Put our pin. We'll do that again. Tuck it in halfway. Put in a pin. Halfway. Hold it. Put in a pin. And done. At this point, double check your work. So the back of the ear at the back, the front of the ear at the front. Now we'll do the second ear the same as the first. I'll demonstrate it all again. Please don't rush yourself, and remember, pins can easily be taken out and repositioned. Now we've got both ears, and you can tell we did it right by the fur direction. Matching, matching, but opposite direction. With the ears pinned, we'll move on to the hood and then onto the hooks. Start by looking at the backing. I take it hold by the center. Match up the front, 2 front corners. And like the cotton, you can space out the pins according to your expertise. 1 inch to 2 inch works for me. Or you can use the ear method, do them more spaced out, and then do in between to get the tension right. Fur moves, so you want to make sure everything's lined up. This is all flat. This looks good. Now we're going to be mixing the hugs just a little bit. To match them up, the line should match, the edges should match. They do, they look great. Give it a little bit of a pinch and a hold. Through one side, out the other. Again, do the opposite side. And do the middle. You won't have room to do more than 3 pins. 3 pins will do you fine. There you go. We'll do the other side. Match it up. Pinch the corner. Pinch the other corner. Do the middle.
Let's now check the right side of the fur. Nice, everything is looking smooth. I don't see any ripples or disruptions where we've mismatched the 2 furs. That's great.